Today's bonus video came out of necessity. I went to unload some groceries the other day and was completely frustrated with our current system. Today we are taking on the pantry. As you can tell, there was some prior organization, it just kind of failed. A quick thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring this little pantry refresh. As always, I will be sharing the very real moments of this deep clean and organization and giving you guys some tips and some tricks and linking everything below. Normally I would start with taking every single thing out, but I just got back from the store, so I'm gonna walk you through the products that I got to organize the pantry. It all started yesterday at Aldi because I found this pack of these organizers for $8.99. I thought that's an awesome deal. I can probably organize the pantry. It had been frustrating me for a little while. Grabbed these glass jars at Target and all of these cereal / dry food containers at IKEA. I also got these bins at IKEA. Taking everything out of the pantry now, I thought I'd give you guys a few more details. So everything that I used totaled up to just under $100. I didn't end up using those glass jars from Target, so I took them back. As you can tell, I had a few different storage items in here before. Felt like it was time to upgrade a little bit from them. I'll show you guys later, but several of them are broken and it's just not working out for us size-wise. So the goal behind this was to upgrade a little bit and have an overall more functioning system for our family. So this is my one-day pantry clean out and refresh. Comment down below and let me know the state of your pantry. I was a weird kid. It was always a dream of mine to have a very beautifully organized pantry, but it definitely has not been like this until recently. Flies are coming from. Oh my goodness, is it potatoes? That would be it. That was worth the whole clean right there to get that guy. Now that the shelves are all cleaned up, I'm gonna give it a clean in here. That's what this place really needs. You can see like the shelves just have, you know, food crumbs and randomness on them. They need to be wiped down. Gonna turn these lights on though, so you guys have a better view of what we're cleaning. Wish me luck. Even if you are not here to completely redo your pantry, I would highly recommend at least taking things out and wiping down the shelves like I just did, or clearing the floor area out, because as nice as I feel like we keep it in there, somehow it's still covered in crumbs. Anyways, you do not have to take on everything at once. Sometimes just the little bits can help. Have a completely clear and clean pantry. That little scuff right there is the one piece of the floor that I actually scraped when I put our trash can back in. The floor wasn't completely dry yet. Taking a minute to say a huge thank you to today's sponsor, HelloFresh. They are my very favorite meal kit delivery service, and I am so excited to be sharing them with you guys today. One easy way that we keep our fridge organized is with our already packaged meals. With HelloFresh, you can skip the shopping and the prepping and you get pre-portioned ingredients delivered right to your door. All you have to do is cook and enjoy them. All of the meals come with step-by-step instructions that anyone can follow. So today, Nick was cooking and he was making a creamy Parmesan chicken, and guys, it was so delicious. They had us add some lemon zest to it, which I would never have thought to do. It made the whole meal just feel so much lighter and I want to say fresher, but that seems funny. HelloFresh. Anyways, at the end of a busy cleaning day for me, when I do those whole house cleans, or I'm organizing like today and Nick has a full work day, we genuinely love how quick and easy HelloFresh is. They make it so you can enjoy cooking and get dinner on the table in just about 30 minutes or 20 minutes if you use their quick recipe options. This is my first time sharing it here, but we've actually been using HelloFresh for a couple of years now. We love getting the girls involved in the cooking process when we have the time. It's just been a really great option for our family, and we recommended it to a lot of our friends and family. They have introduced us to a lot of combinations that we never would have thought to try. We actually have a list, like a stack of recipes that we've saved and we use on off weeks. So something that I love is that their pre-portioned ingredients means that there's less time spent prepping and less food wasted. So because of that, the cleanup is super fast. Nick and I usually do a he cooks and I clean up combo. You can easily change your delivery days or your food preferences and skip a week whenever you need to. Say you're going out of town. It's really easy. If you'd like to try HelloFresh, I highly recommend it. You can use my code Carissa Cleans It All 80 to get $80 off across 5 boxes. Additional restrictions apply. You can visit HelloFresh.com for more details. Again, a huge thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. They're honestly one of our favorites. You guys can find the link down in my description. So we have the clean and clear pantry now, and here's our kitchen table. I would like to note, yesterday when I kind of started this, I did throw away most of the things that were trash, so almost all of this is keep. I did go through and pitch things yesterday that were old outside of the potatoes because those were like ancient. Here I've got to decide what I'm gonna do with these bins. I love these. This one's still fine. The tops are plastic and they just cracked and broke off really easily, so I wouldn't recommend those. So the first thing I want to do is get things into these containers. This will be mostly the girls' snacks, breakfast things, lunch items, things I need to grab from quickly. Like I said, I sort of had a system. We had breakfast bars and oatmeal in this little plastic bin. It just wasn't cutting it. I'm gonna line them all up in here. It'll be a lot easier to see what kind of oatmeal they are. One of the things that I did yesterday, and if you don't do this, I recommend, is removing as much packaging as possible. It makes organizing a lot easier. It just gives everything a cleaner look. So like I've taken all the oatmeal out of the original box that it came in. I don't like having a ton of boxes. So I'm putting like breakfast bars and oatmeal together because that kind of goes together. So here's our first grouping. Kind of starting to question my method of putting everything on the table because now it's hard to work around. I'm gonna try and get rid of the large items on the table if I can do that. I've got some bigger things. And to do that, I need to assemble this. Of time trying different combinations to figure out where things would fit best and where they would work best in different groupings. I did try all of the large items in this box and I put it up top here like you can see, but then I realized you couldn't like reach in there and grab everything, so I ended up taking everything out of there and finding a better option for the large box. Then I went through and filled up my skinny storage bins from Aldi. I also just realized I'm wearing my coat the entire time. That's because it was such a rainy and gloomy day and I was kind of going back and forth all day. And I'm always just a generally very cold person. So if you're wondering, that is why I look like I am dressed for adventure. It was finally time to say goodbye to these sad Tupperware bins. I had spray painted the top to try and make them match before whenever I redid this pantry like several years ago. So I tried the flour and the sugar in these tall skinny IKEA ones, but I realized they were better for like cereal. So I moved them over later to a larger container. Okay, so I just took a quick break and I ran out to Walmart because I'm really liking these little plastic containers here. Very, very cheap. So I ended up buying 6 more of these. We're gonna fill up this space with this kind of container. These little containers from Walmart ended up being my favorite. They were under $3 each and such a good size. They fit almost all of our snacks perfectly and I love the way that they looked lined up. Okay, it took me the day, but the table is officially clear. I actually got all the way down with the pantry and then I remembered we have this whole other new cabinet here. So anything that is like overflow, this will probably end up being another video. We just have like our rice cooker and some extra drinks that we keep in there. Okay, are you ready for the before and after reveal? I had to wait till the next morning to film it because our kitchen is so dark. Alright, let's have a quick look. There's a truck dropping something outside of our door, so that's the loud humming. Up here we've got our cereals, straws that I spelled incorrectly, just didn't fit anywhere else, so we've got straws in the tall container, and some spaghetti, which was too tall for anywhere else. Here I've got our pancake mix, and on the back I'm going to label what we need to add to this, like 2 eggs, and I think it's like a cup of oil and water. If I had another shelf, I would have dedicated it to baking. We don't have so many baking items, so definitely do you. That's what we got going on. Down on this level I ended up reusing these baskets. So we've got our bread, chips, and then kind of other snacks mostly for Nick and I up here. And this level is mostly all the girls' snacks. The cool thing about these container bins is that they actually can interlock, or you can leave them like this so that you can pull them out and see what's going on in the back portion. So up here for more space I've got them interlocked because you can see everything. We've got crackers, popcorn. These are all things that I kind of need to grab quicker for the girls' lunch. Not the most healthy things, but this is like their quick grabs. We've got breakfast bars and our quick oatmeal, and then, you know, mini muffins and Pop-Tarts. Then all of the sweets and treats of cookies, graham crackers, and mommy's snack. Here is our mac and cheese, rice peel-off, quick box things, and most of our dry items and snacks. So rice, noodles, we've got more pasta back here, goldfish, all the classics, wheat thins, and some trail mix for the girls. And I ended up moving the flour and the sugar into these larger containers because they usually come in a bigger pack. And then something that we didn't have last time that we really needed to have was this overflow bin. So not everything fits perfectly into these containers. A lot of it does, but anything that has extra, we've got into this overflow bin. So when our straws are running low, we've got a little larger bag to refill them with. And our rice we can refill them with, Cheerios, all that. So that is what will make this system, I think, a little bit better. Down here, I wanted to be able to see our potatoes this time so we don't run into another potato incident. Now we know what we have on hand and we can grab it quickly. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you got some inspiration. Maybe you take on your pantry. If you do, head over to Instagram and tag me and let me see what you guys came up with. If you are looking for any links, they are down below. If you are new, head over to my channel and check out the other makeovers that I've done and some other cleaning motivation videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, happy cleaning!